Hi, I'm Valentina. Welcome back. Sephora Sale is coming up and I thought I'd share my favorite lipstick shades I think truly stand out in color, in texture, and in overall quality. I've tested, I tried, and bought so many different lipsticks. They are my favorite part of makeup routine. So I've gathered 10 different beautiful shades I'd 100% repurchase on this Sephora sale. All the products will be linked down below in the description, and if you have any questions, leave them in the comments. Starting with my most worn and most complimented lipstick shade of all, Gucci in Peggy Taupe. This one has this beautiful velvety matte finish, full coverage, and a very bold pigment. It is beautiful, feels so comfortable on the lips, but the scent is pretty strong. It has these floral violet notes, so if you are sensitive to scents, just bear that in mind. Although the formula is matte, it still feels really nice, moisturizing, hydrating on the lips, and I just love this taupe rosewood color. The creamiest of all, Dior Rouge on Stage in Iconic Rose. This one has this beautiful shiny finish. It is a neutral rosy beige. I paired it with this Chanel lip pencil, but there is also a new Rouge Dior Contour in shade 303 that I think would work so well with this rosy shade. This is a very wearable everyday lipstick and it looks so pretty contoured, just makes your lips look bigger, and I love the texture of this one, and it is also really long lasting considering the creaminess of this lipstick. The next two are iconic classics from Charlotte Tilbury. This one is Supermodel. I don't have to talk a lot about these shades. I'm sure all of you know them. This one is a little bit more muted rosy nude, a bit darker than the previous Gucci one. Mid-tone, not too pale and not too deep. That's what I like about it the most. Usually lipstick shades that are too neutral kind of erase my face. Looks like I don't have lips, so I do have to have that rosy or brownish tone in the lipstick. This is a very wearable formula, and the look definitely worth it. Pillow Talk in medium, another classic. This one is pretty dark on me, so this is very warm shade, very brownish berry pink. Depends on your skin tone, but on me it's this warm brownish beautiful shade. It's a very smooth, comfortable, and hydrating matte formula. The most wearable red rosy of all, and last, Charlotte Tilbury. This is the shade First Dance, and this is a very wearable red. That is how I would call it. Depends on the light. Sometimes it's more rosy red and sometimes it gives more red tones, but this formula is also a very creamy, has the same comfortable matte formula, feels very nice on the lips, very light. But my favorite thing about this is the shade. It is so wearable. I feel like it's very visible without being bold, and you can wear it for so many different occasions. Tom Ford in shade Understated, number 17. I feel like I've talked so much about this shade recently because it is such a perfect warm nude brownish autumnal shade. It is perfect for fall, for winter, very hydrating, very creamy satin, not really glossy, but it does feel very luxurious on the lips. It's a darker neutral, but for the season, it would absolutely work for every day. After trying Dior Rouge on Stage in Iconic Rose, I also got the 168 Copper Attraction. As I've said, I completely fell in love with this creamy pigmented, shiny formula. So I got this also. I think it's very pretty for this season. It is this reddish brick copper light brown, a very special shade, kind of like ginger brown. Even though it's amazing for fall, I feel like this is absolutely wearable throughout the whole year. It's a very unique, very striking shade, kind of like orangey bronze. I don't know, it's hard to describe it. It also depends on the lighting. Yeah, a very special one. Another classic, Tom Ford in shade 8, Velvet Cherry. This is such a beautiful deep cherry red shade. It's very rich, very saturated, and you can see on the lighting sometimes it seems a little bit more red and sometimes a little bit more like cherry plum shade. This is the matte line. The finish is the same velvety matte. It feels very soft on the lips. It doesn't feel dry at all, and I'm not sure if this is available online, but I saw that you can still get this shade in a physical Sephora store. Lastly, a perfect classic shade of red. This is Gucci in 509. It is deep blue based red, a beautiful shade that makes my lips a little bit bigger. It has the same powdery matte finish. It does have a stronger scent, and it's just the richest red and iconic lipstick. I definitely recommend this one if you're gonna have one blue based red lipstick. I absolutely recommend this one. It feels so nice on the lips that after a while you even forget that you have something on your lips. The last product is not a lipstick, it's a tinted lip oil by Rare Beauty in shade Affection, and I've added this one because of the tinted lip that stays after you lose this beautiful gloss. You are going to have your lips painted throughout the whole day. This is such a beautiful muted plum shade with subtle warm undertones. It's just such a good product and I love this shade. In the kitchen, I have this very big quartz island that I wanted to decorate for fall, and I don't really have experience decorating like stone, quartz, and other colder surfaces, as I mostly had wood in most of the places that I lived. I looked for Pinterest ideas and I gathered these little decorations in Target. Although I may have exaggerated a little bit with these artificial plant fall decorations, but I decided to keep them. I decided to keep them all and then have a backup in case they look very used over time or something like that. And then I can just have less and it's going to look fine. Also, we got our winter lights back on. These are the lights that we usually have through the whole year, but they fell off when we were in Croatia and we needed to get the whole new set. We got these in Home Depot and the little plastic invisible hooks on Amazon. Warm lights just make such a difference. I don't have a lot of space in my living room for lamps, so these are a very good option for keeping the place even more cozy, and it just gives this beautiful, beautiful light, especially with the candles turned on. also wanted to share 2 recipes with you that I made this week. They turned out so good. The first one is Apple Pie Express, how I like to call it, because you can make it in 1 hour and it's delicious. The recipe is here and you can also see all of them in the description. Remember, you can always modify the sweetness, and remember to purchase a good quality pie pastry. I made this recipe a couple of times and I don't recommend this brand from my video. I tried much better ones. You can always take a photo of the options at the supermarket and then ask ChatGPT which one would be better for the apple pie. phenomenal meal we had last week are these chili beans. They are a perfect option for a cozy night at home. Here is the recipe, and just one tip: be generous with your spices. Finishing touches for the pumpkin night tonight. This is our second year that we are doing this. I'm wearing this gorgeous lipstick, Chanel in 96. Pumpkin Nights is an event here in Texas that is throughout October. I think it's only 1 month, but every night. It's kind of like this pumpkin light show, like balloons and all Halloween and autumnal motives. What I like the most about it is the place. It's this farm in the middle of nowhere. It is very Texas Chainsaw Massacre vibes. Like, it has those vibes. It's pretty scary. There is nothing around. It's like this huge path. I think it's about 6 kilometers that you're walking, and you're looking at all of the different lights, and then there is a fire show, and I don't remember what else. I will take you with me to show you a little bit of that. But as I was saying, the place has a lot of soul, even though it's like an event and there are a lot of people. Depends on which day you go. If you are in Texas, I recommend this activity, especially in the weekdays where there aren't a lot of people. So I will take you with me to show you a little bit of that. There are some very spooky places like around. Last time that we went a little bit outside of the trail, and there were some very nice like wooden houses, spooky like farmhouses with porches. It was very cool. Anyway, I am going to show you what I'm wearing. We're also having dinner after that. So I have this beautiful Anya Hay necklaces. I also painted my nails with this Chanel Rouge Noir nail polish. I haven't done gel nails since July this year because my nails were completely damaged, ruined. It was so painful. So they still haven't grown completely. There's still a little bit left, but I feel like once they completely grow, I might go to a different place, because this of painting my nails all the time, it does feel exhausting. But I did buy this Chanel coat gel, so with that it lasts a bit longer, but still it can't compare to the gel. But I really like this this shade. It is so dark, so pretty. So yeah, as I was saying, these are necklaces that I got in a collaboration with Ania Faye. I have a discount code. They have such beautiful pieces. This is such a delicate and elegant piece. I love that. And then I'm wearing this Zara dress that I got this summer. I don't think it's still available. And then over that, I have Gaspard cardigan from Cezanne in burgundy, which I got recently. I'm gonna move the camera, and then here is the dress, a little pop of burgundy, and then I am going to wear this Pollen numero 9 mini in sandalwood. This is one of my most worn autumnal bags. It is not extremely practical to get things in and out, especially if you have a bigger phone, but I mostly wear this in the evenings. I don't really carry it as like a daily practical bag. Okay, I need to see how this looks like as a crossbody. I don't think we're gonna do that. Yes, much better. And then for the shoes, I have very Texan Tecovas. They are, I'm not sure the name of these boots, but they are so pretty, so feminine. I will be linking everything down below. This is one of my favorite boots brand. I have been wearing these so much this summer because I feel like they aren't too much. They are Western, very Western. Especially here in Texas, they are not too bold, but I feel like even if you don't live here, these in tan suede are just gorgeous. Perfume tonight, I'll be wearing this Vanilla Sex by Tom Ford. I got this in Amsterdam at the airport. This cost, I think there it was around 240 euros, so that's like half price. Almost all Creed and Tom Ford perfumes were half off the usual price. I don't know if it's like that on every airport. Maybe if you know, let me know down below in the comments, because all of the other perfumes were similar, or they had some sort of like very good discount, but this wasn't discount. This was just like an official price. Remember, we purchased Tom Ford and Creed for less than 500 euros. So if you're traveling soon and you love Tom Ford perfumes or Creed, or maybe your boyfriend or husband does, absolutely check this on the airport. Okay, although Pumpkin Nights was a fun event, this is not the event I thought we attended last year. I can't remember the exact event we went then. We still haven't moved to Austin back then. We were looking for apartments to move here, and we were discovering a lot of new places in Texas, so it was a different event. Anyway, Pumpkin Nights was very fun, and the pumpkin decorations were so original.